Hi, I'm Jesse. I was able to get off work a little bit early today. I know nobody's in here right now, but I know somebody will at some point, hopefully. And so, it's Christmas. Christmas, a time of Thanksgiving, a time of joy, a time for laughter. So, figured it would be a good time to sit down and share with you a good and nice Christmas story. Christmas story today is brought to us by an author called Robert Hamburger. The title of this book is Real Ultimate Power, the official ninja book. Here it is. Merry Christmas, Trooper. Good to see you. Alex, Micah, welcome here. Welcome. So I'm going to go ahead and start with a preface. All right, let's get in. And get past the table of contents here because you can't actually use this book as a as a reference book, if you will. All right. All right, so let's start off with the introduction. It's titled Introduction: Why I Wrote a Book About Ninjas and Stuff. It starts by saying, have you ever been so pumped that you want to completely flip out? I mean, like really flip out. People get pumped for all sorts of things. Sports, pets, making out, or motorcycles. You want to know what gets me pumped? Ninjas. Ninjas are so sweet, I want to crap my pants. When I wake up in the morning, I lay in bed for a few hours and practice kicking and punching with my feet and arms. Don't worry, homie, I'm only practicing. After that, I go and eat breakfast with mom, like eggs and toast and stuff. Then I go nuts. I throw towels, I scream at birds, and I spit on the carpet. And then after all that, my dog Francine and I dress up like ninjas and make forts and fight and French and flip out all day. You see, I love ninjas so much that it hurts. And that's why I made this book about them. I don't know if there are any ninjas anymore, but sometimes I think that there must be because of the feeling inside me. My parents fight. Just imagine being a ninja. You could kill anyone you wanted, and I mean anyone. These guys are so sweet. And do you know why? They flip out and kill people for no reason at all. And that's awesome. Do you know of anybody else who can do that? Probably not. Your dad couldn't even kill people because he wanted to, because he'd go to jail in a second. But ninjas? You're right. There's no way you could put them in jail. Ninjas are unstoppable and charming. Pirates and Vikings are cool, but they don't go nuts like ninjas. And ninjas have magical powers too. They can even fly. Every human being on the face of the planet wants to fly, and ninjas have been doing it since day one. Day one, and that's a fact. I'm not attracted to ninjas or anything, but sometimes when I'm laying in my backyard and I'm thinking about ninjas for more than an hour, I pop a boner. Sometimes they're small, but sometimes they're humongous. Mom caught me one time with this when this happened, and she said, "What the heck's going on? What are you doing?" And she chased me around the yard with a rake. When she caught me, she made me lay on my stomach and stepped on my butt. My mom was pretty big, so it went away real fast. But when she stopped and it came back even bigger, I knew that ninjas were special. These guys are totally sweet. Every day I ask my mom if I can take karate. I say, "Hey mom, can I take karate?" And she says, "No way, you'll hurt someone." So we compromised on yoga, and I start next year. But who cares? I don't need karate to express myself. I just express myself by screaming and imagining stories about other ninjas. I guess I just want to tell all the people of the earth about something totally sweet. I've felt this way all my life. My name is Robert, and this is my book about the coolest guys ever to flip out. So, that's the introduction to this book, Real Ultimate Power, the story of ninjas. So, I hope everybody's having a great Christmas so far. Let me get to the chat here before we continue to go on. Let me scroll back up here. There's Alex. There's Micah. There is Darth Barbie. Alex again. Micah. How's everybody doing? I hope everybody's doing well. We're just getting into a little Christmas spirit. Nothing big. Just talking about ninjas. All right. So it's good to have everybody here. Krista and Dutch, Thomas. Man, it's good to have everybody here. So this is a story of ninjas. Is what it is. Let me scroll down so you can see my totally awesome shirt. All right. And I am drinking Cheerwine today. So let's get on in the book. The next chapter is called The Pump Up Part. Some of mine and Francine's favorite movie script. It goes on to read as such. Before we get into the science of ninjas, you need to get pumped. I mean, really, really pumped. I get my dog Francine pretty pumped by telling her stories about ninjas. So I wrote 3 short movie scripts to get your blood hot and crazy. The first film is called Ninja Please, introduces the ways of the ninja. The second film, Ninja Babe, is sexual. And the last film, The Ultimate Battle, introduces the ninja's stupidest opponent. Hopefully you'll enjoy them as much as I like looking at naked ladies. Whatever, that was gross. Anyways, scene 1. Hello, Ruthie. How's everybody doing? And Christine's drinking Fireball. Cheers. Good to have you here. So, this is Ninja Please, the first movie script. Scene 1. Ninjas walk down the street to go eat some food. They are all wearing black and looking totally sweet. There's some awesome music playing in the background to get the audience really pumped. Then some dude jumps out of nowhere. The ninjas start beating the guy's ass really bad. Then the dude starts trying to run away, but one ninja pulls out a ninja star, which is a ninja weapon, and throws it at the guy. The ninja star cuts the guy's head totally off. The head rolls over near this old dog that looks at the head and barfs all over the place, including on the camera, which is awesome. Then ninjas start flying and everybody starts screaming, and then the scene ends. Scene 2. A ninja is sleeping at his house. Some idiot walks by singing a super annoying song. The ninja wakes up super pissed and ready to rock. But the guy just keeps walking and singing. The ninja starts cutting down a building, and when the guy walks by, the building falls on him. There will be a close-up of the dude's feet sticking out from under the building, and the feet explode all over the place because of the blood pressure. Then we see that the ninja was playing a guitar. Then the ninja starts flipping out hard and totally wails on the guitar. Then all these babes start coming out of nowhere, and the ninja starts wailing even harder. And then the camera fades out and explodes. This movie script is called Ninja Babe. And before we get on, let's see who's in here now. There is, oh, look at you. There is Ruthie. Dory, hello everybody. Micah, still in here. Man, it is good to have everybody here. I'm glad you're here to share this magical moment with me on Christmas. All right, let's continue. The next story, or the next movie script, is called Ninja Babe. It's sexual, so be ready. Ladies, control yourselves. Scene 1. There's a super rich, stupid idiot who lives in a humongous house. At his house, this guy has babes laying all over the place. The next scene is hot. This guy takes his super hot babe back to his room to make out. The audience will think that the hot babe is a normal babe, but yeah, right. She's a ninja. The ninja woman smashes the guy's head like a hairy melon. Then all these dogs come out of nowhere and the ninja woman has to beat the dogs' asses. First she kicks this one dog right in the nuts. The dog screams and then jumps out the window. I lost my place. Oh yeah, there it is. Then she jumps in the air and kicks two dogs in the nuts at once. Both dogs evaporate. Every time a ninja woman kicks nuts, the guitar squeals hard. Then the ninja woman has to battle the boss dog. The boss dog is huge. Before the boss dog can attack, she uppercuts the boss dog's nuts so hard that he explodes. Then the guitar squeals really, really loudly. The end. So that was the story of Ninja Babe. I'm going to skip the ultimate battle. So, let's go on. Basic facts about ninjas. All right? Hope everybody's doing well. Hope everybody's hanging with me. There's still 6 people here. I know that this is boring as shit, but I got the day off and I don't know what to do with myself. I couldn't think of a good subject to stream about. I haven't seen the new Star Wars, but I can assume it's shit. It's Christmas Eve. And Christmas Eve in Florida means 78 degrees. So let's go on to the next book. Basic facts about ninjas. Now that you know ninjas really do exist, you can shut your mouth. In this chapter, we will learn about the real ninja, not the cartoon kind who kills only when he has to. So let's start with the facts. Number 1, ninjas are mammals. Ninjas are hot-blooded, hairy animals who don't lay eggs. They live in the woods or in dojos or in houses like you and me. They graze. Baby ninjas eat blood milk. Basically, their mating season is whenever they want. Number 2, ninjas fight all the time. Ninja means fight in German and Mexican. It is the ninja's nature to always fight. If they stop fighting, they start to lose power or energy. And I don't want that to ever happen. Number 3, the purpose of the ninja is to flip out and kill people. Think about the time you got so pumped you couldn't believe it. Now multiply that times about 1 billion. That's how pumped ninjas are all the time. If a regular person ever got that pumped, they'd have to take Ritalin or something like that. But the bottom line is that ninjas basically exist to kill morons who can't keep their mouths shut. That might mean you. Number 4, ninjas hang out in dojos. A lot. Dojos are kind of like bars where ninjas go to relax and or meet babes. You can do anything you want at the dojo. If you want to go eat a whole pizza by yourself, go ahead. Or if you want to goof around, no problem. I saw one dojo magazine where they had a drinking fountain of soda. And that's great. It says pop in here, but we all know soda's not called pop. It's called soda. Pop is a sound. Soda's a noun. Get your English right, American. Number 5, ninjas hang out with other ninjas or, as Mom says, only with really down-to-earth kids. But she's full of bullcrap. Ninjas hang out with the sweetest of people. Throughout the ages, ninjas have hung out with kings, popes, jesters, boxers, vampires, and geniuses. But most of the time, ninjas just hang out with their own clan, which is a bunch of buddies who either live in the same neighborhood or whose moms know each other. Questions that kids in the neighborhood ask me. That's the name of this next chapter. This will probably be the last chapter, and then we'll just sit down and talk back and forth and just see how everybody's Christmas is going. We'll have some time to get to know each other a little bit. So, because there's just so much to know about ninjas, I could speak about them all day, but I won't. Nevertheless, kids in my neighborhood ask me a lot of questions, and they're always the same ones. So, question. Why is everyone so obsessed about ninjas? Ninjas are the ultimate paradox. On one hand, they don't give a crap, but on the other hand, they are very careful and precise. Question. I've heard that ninjas are always cruel and mean. What's their problem? Answer. Whoever told you that's a liar. Just like other mammals, ninjas can be mean or totally awesome. Question. What do ninjas do when they're not cutting off heads or flipping out? Answer. Most of their free time is spent flying, but sometimes they stab. Question. Why do your parents fight all the time? Answer. It's not because they're ninjas or anything. I think it's because my dad probably isn't my real dad. You see, sometimes I think that a ninja's you see, sometimes I think that a ninja secretly had vaginal sex with my mom so that he would be my real father. In fact, this has to be true because I feel it in my heart. My real father, the ninja, may be traveling all over the world killing people whenever he wants, fighting every day, going berserk, or flipping out. What would he do if he could see me now? Dear Dad, do you think of me when you're flipping out and killing trillions of people? Do you think of me when you're flipping out and killing trillions of people? Do you pop boners about having a son? That's what it says. I'm not making it up. When are we going to hang out, Dad? That'd be crazy if we both had a psychic connection and always pop. We always pop boners at the same time. That would explain a lot, I think. What's with their boners anyway? That's another question, by the way. What's with the ninjas' boners anyway? Answer. It is one of their strongest and hottest weapons. See the weapons section later on in the book. Question. Why is your mom so crabby? Answer. Well, it's just me and Mom at home all day, and she told me that she got menopause because I talk about those fucking ninjas all the fucking time. She says that if I go near her, I'll catch menopause too. And I don't need that kind of stuff in my life. Question. How do you know all this stuff about ninjas? Answer. I'm a ninja in waiting, and I've been chosen, I think, to be a real-life ninja when I'm big enough. Question. Robert, why are you such a faggot? Answer. Let me ask you this. How would you like to die this afternoon? I'll smoke your entire life like a cigar or pipe, and I'll cut your face in half. That was an intense section, all right? So I'm going to leave it at that. I'm going to calm down before we go on in a little bit. Let me address the chat as I take a sip from my Cheerwine, which is a soda from North Carolina. First off, to answer your question, Dory, yes, I do celebrate Festivus. Feats of strength, that's my specialty. There we go. How's it going, Ruthie? It's good to see you again. Yep, you walked into Ninja Boners. That's right. Walked into Ninja Boners. That's just how we roll. So, as we continue to go on, celebrating Christmas Eve here, allow me to open up the floor to you guys. What you can do is you can give me a topic. It can be a topic of anything: politics, science, religion, math, anatomy, biology, space, and I will answer that question Merry Christmas, my boo. I'll answer that question because I'm pretty sure that I have an explanation for anything that exists. Or if you'd like, you can just ask a question about me. Why am I the way that I am? What makes me me? What makes me tick? Okay? So, it's open forum here. Here in Central Florida right now, it is pretty, what is my religion? My religion is Christian. I'm not the best Christian ever, but I talk about it, or I try my best at it. I actually have a major in religion from college, so that's the thing about me. Talk about how Batman is abusive. He's abusive. That kind of what sets him apart from other superheroes, I guess. He just doesn't care. Soul Assassin, Merry Christmas. He is a little bit of a dick. We can all agree on that, but that's just how Batman rolls. Let's see. Should the American government ban porn? Ooh. Well, that's a good question. That's a hard question, actually, because it falls under free speech or whatever. I don't care one way or another. I think that a lot of people misuse it. I think a lot of people get addicted to it, which I have seen. People call it a compulsion. I do actually call it an addiction. So, jury's still out on that one. Do I have a funny story that I always laugh at? There was this one time I finished playing a church league softball game. And I wasn't feeling too good that whole game. It was actually in the middle of the summer, and I was really, really hot. But the team went out, and we decided to go to Burger King. And while I was there, I still wasn't feeling like hot. I didn't really have too much to eat. But as I was getting up and I was walking, I sneezed and shit my pants simultaneously. And that's called a shit sneeze. And I think that's pretty funny. Objectively speaking, Mr. J, as much as I love you, as much as you're pretty cool, I'm not going to get into very many sexual things. I just don't feel like public forums are places to talk about sex and all that. Respect, though, brother. Let's see. There is my father-in-law, Papa Jim. How are you, good sir? I love you so much, and I miss you. Let's see. What is disease is worse, cancer versus procrastination? Cancer. Let me see. What's the best part of being a Geeks and Gamers member? Simple. It's the family. I've been part of Geeks and Gamers group for a little bit, and there are times when I've been feeling down or whatever, times that I've been in the I was in the hospital, times I would post something like I'm taking a break from Twitter, whatever it is, because I have been going through a whole lot in the last month or so. Changing the way that I look at Twitter, changing the way I look at YouTube and everything, and even the way I look at my own personal life. Still going through a couple of those, but a couple of members just message me randomly. I get a phone call from Jeremy and just be like, man, I was just thinking about you. Hope you're doing okay. Geeks and Gamers, man, we're family. So that's what's going on with that. Let's see what we got going on down here. Ninjas or samurai? Ninjas all day long. Wait, no, samurai. I like samurai better. Are you going to be in the calendar? Well, it was supposed to be me in the calendar, period, I think. Everybody said I was going to look good in a bikini. I think Krista said that. And so I'm supposed to be the headline calendar, but I'm telling you what, Drunk 3PO, he'd be the one to sell the calendar, because if I were in it, people would throw up. If he were in it, I don't know. So, could it be turned down a little bit? Okay, I'm sorry. You're not being a meanie. See, I can't hear it from the other side. Solo lost money. You're dang freaking right it did. So, Goku versus Superman. Superman wins. See, I happen to watch The Last Samurai. It's one of my favorite movies. I know that it's Some people, some people not Tom Cruise being in it or whatever. I loved that movie. Absolutely loved it. And so I'm just saying, did Solo lose money or Disney Star Wars a myth? Here's what I said. I couldn't care less. Believe it or not, I am one of the few geeks and gamers people. That I like Star Wars, but it's not ingrained into me. And so I started watching them kind of as standalone movies, to be honest with you. I don't take them into account or whatever. So screw it. I don't care. Is Disney Star Wars a myth? No, Disney Star Wars is just bullcrap. That's all I got to say. Even if I'm watching them without being ingrained in Star Wars, they sucked. They sucked, except for Rogue One. I liked Rogue One. And I really actually did kind of like The Force Awakens a little bit. But they really screwed the pooch a little bit later on. If I could do without any franchise, where is it? There it is. If I could live without any franchise, which would it be? Ooh. That is tough. That is a very tough. I would say Harry Potter. Live without Harry Potter franchise. That's me. Let's see. Ooh, Telecaster or Stratocaster? Different for different reasons. I'm going to go Tele for a jazz sound, Strat for rock and roll. That's just me, though. And this is coming, by the way, Papa Jim right here. There he is. Papa Jim actually made me by hand Stratocaster. It's hanging out behind the Christmas tree. I can't get to it, otherwise I'd drag it out. All right. So let's see. Am I a Lord of the Rings fan? Very, very yes. I'm a humongous Lord of the Rings fan. Tell me why is first tranny video game. I don't know what that means. I don't know what Tell Me Why is, but I don't know. I give it a chance, I guess. I live in Star Wars Bounty Hunter, babe. What is the best movie I've ever watched? My favorite movie, quote unquote movie of all time, is going to be Lord of the Rings. And I'm talking all three of them combined. I'm not talking, they don't exist as 1, 2, 3. They all combine. The extended editions, by the way. All right. Now, this is also flying in the face of other greats like The Godfather, excuse me, and movies along those lines. Okay. But my favorite is absolutely Lord of the Rings. Now, this is where I get into a little bit of hot water. Is that I sometimes consider Game of Thrones a movie. If it were a movie, I would say Game of Thrones myself. I'm a human. Game of Thrones is my Star Wars. All right, Star Wars 9 is the worst movie I've ever seen. I don't blame you. I haven't seen it. I don't really plan on seeing it until it comes to Disney. Forrest Gump. I'm going to tell you why I love Forrest Gump. Forrest Gump is great. Hold up, by the way. I'm going to switch that shit off. Shut up. All right, I've had enough Christmas music. So, Forrest Gump, that is another fantastic movie. And here's why. It teaches you a life lesson, actually. Because everything about that movie is concerns seeing things from the simplest point of view. How awesome would life be if you watched or looked at everything through the simplest eyes possible? Didn't try to make it overly complicated, anything like that. Just saw it for what it was. You know, I love Forrest Gump. Anyways, Game of Thrones, favorite scene, Battle of the Bastards. One of my favorite scenes ever is because whenever he gets knocked off his horse and he sees everybody coming at him and he draws his sword and he's like, freaking come on, bring it. I love the Battle of the Bastards. All right. Game of Thrones cut out season 8. I fully agree. What are my thoughts on Game of Thrones season 8? I thought it was garbage. I am one of the few that actually still enjoyed season 7. Done. I enjoyed season 7. Season 8 it was so easy to tell that Benioff and Weiss had just written themselves out. They were done. They were absolutely done with everything concerning that. It was so funny because I think they were just ready to get on to Star Wars, which didn't happen, which was incredibly hilarious. They were actually offered 2 more seasons, and they turned it down. And the thing is, you can't just there's been over 100 characters roll through that show, and you cannot complete their stories all in one season. I mean, so many crappy things. Now, one thing I did appreciate, one thing I did kind of like, actually. Oh, by the way, that's awesome. That is very awesome. One thing I actually did like was the Battle of Winterfell. People really knocked it when it came out because you couldn't see anything. But whenever I saw it, I was thinking to myself, like the whole fact. I'm going to scoot over here so the glare's a little bit. Can you see me a little bit? Do I have a glare going on here? Do I need to turn this way? Here, let me turn this way. Maybe this will help. Hold up. Sorry, this is me not giving a rip about my production value. I don't have the ability for production value or anything like that. Oh, I'm brighter. And there's my Christmas tree out in the back. So, you couldn't see anything in that episode very much, but that actually kind of evoked a little bit of anxiety in me because in reality they couldn't see anything either. I'm sitting there just trying not to crap my britches for everything that's going on, but yeah, I didn't mind the not being able to see, but some of the things, the way that Jamie died, and just saying, I didn't like some of the way they wrapped things up. I did not like the deaths of Jamie. I did not like the death of Cersei. Come on. I didn't like the death of Varys. Freaking, I couldn't believe it. Oh, thanks, Pop. I didn't like the death of Viserys. Was it Viserys? Varys. I'm sorry, Viserys. Varys, Lord Varys, the master of whispers and stuff. I didn't like his. They just show up one day and they're like, hey, we're going to burn you. And they take him away and they burn him. That was garbage. Oh, yeah. Oh, freaking yeah. I'm telling you what. Oh, the Rise of Skywalker, man. So yeah, those are some good questions. Good questions, guys. I like it. That's getting to know Jesse a little bit. What did I answer? My religion, my views on if porn should be a thing or no. Oh yeah, pretty divisive questions. Got into freaking Game of Thrones. I'm telling you what, because I pay attention pretty well on the well, thank you. I appreciate it. I actually am probably going to get in touch with Jay. I don't know if you guys saw, me and Jay spent Thanksgiving together, and we saw this homeless guy. His name was Greg. Actually lives down in the woods beside a CVS behind us. And so we went down there and hung out with him for like 30 minutes. Just today, I found another little homeless encampment. So I'm thinking me and Jay may go down and spend some time with him in the next couple days. Okay. Funniest prank I ever pulled and didn't get caught doing. That would be when I was at church camp. So church camp, it was set up. It was all in the woods and everything. We had cabins. We had ours, and there were 4 of them total. There were 4 of us total, And one time we were in our camp and somebody decided they wanted to do like a raid or something like that. So, so they come in and throw our stuff all over the place, trash everything, and run off like, oh, that's going to be funny. That wasn't prank worthy, but what it did do is piss me off, and I figured out who did it. So what does old Jesse do? Well, when everybody was out of their cabin, old Jesse went and found their bathroom. Not only did Jesse find their bathroom, I found their toilets that they poop in. So what did I do after that? Upper decker. Upper decker. Does anybody know what an upper decker is? I want you to comment, 1, if you know what an upper decker is, 2, if you don't know what it is. And let's see who's following how terrible and demented this guy is when it comes to pranks. The air, we had an air. That was fun times. Merry Christmas, cracked skull. Good to see you, my man. Good to see you, my man. Yeah, Jay knows Jay knows the upper decker. So, come on, keep going. Who's got the upper decker in hand? Do I know the upper decker? Well, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you about the upper decker. The upper decker is when you go and find a person's toilet and you take off the top. You know the reservoir? You take off the top where all the water collects, so that when you flush it, all that water goes out and fills their toilet. And it's all nice and clean and stuff. And upper decker is when you go in and you take a dump in the reservoir. In the freaking reservoir. You leave your poo. You leave your poo in there, and then you close the top, and then every time they flush after that, it's just dirty water, dirty water, dirty water. They're just it's grandiose. I've also been known to put icy hot on the toilet seats. That was a thing. I've also put saran wrap on the toilet seats. That was fun, so that when they poo, they don't go anywhere. Let's see, what else have I done? I have went and done a gallon challenge on people's floors in their cabins. Gallon challenge is when you try to drink a full gallon of milk in under an hour. And of course you can't, so you end up throwing it all back up. So I went into somebody's cabin one time while some people were there, and I just chugged it and then ralphed all over their floor and walked out. I got in trouble for that one, but not for the upper decker because, well, nobody knew it was me. Just saying. So that was my long story about the funniest prank that I've ever pulled. I think it was the upper decker, but summer camp, that was my time. So yeah. Oh, there have been times I didn't do this one, but somebody went out and bought anchovies and put them up in people's air vents. They put them under people's mattresses and everything. Oh my word. Oh, way to go, Jay. Put glue on the toilet before. What did this turn into, man? This turned into getting the. It's okay. We gotta stay by weird, our weird selves, man. Just. Let's see. Here's one. If a crystal ball could tell you the truth about yourself, your life, the future, or anything else, what would you want to know? I would want to know. This is actually going to be kind of deep, I think. I would say, what could I do to reach more people? So I have a mantra in life. My mantra is that life is not about us. So that's a hard one. Hey, Ruthie. I love to want to talk about, but my opinion is life is not about us. It's not about me. And so I want to know, what can I do to affect other people more in a positive way? because the way I see things in life is that it's all about relationships and everything. So happiness comes from knowing that you are having a positive effect on somebody else. So I focus. Let's say for instance, Dory. Let's say for instance, you and I, we kindle a relationship, a good friendship, and we're hanging out and everything like that. Well, the way I look at a relationship or something is that I give of myself to that relationship as not to build into selfishness, because that's a pretty crappy emotion to have sometimes, and it's an emotion that can actually take over. Also knowing that the other person will in turn feed into me. So it's a thing where I focus on the other person for the most part. I mean, there's some things I'll focus on me about. Everybody deserves that a little bit, but I focus on one person. They focus on me. That way, each person's needs are met. Nobody is working on selfishness or focusing on things. That's me. I just my purpose in life is to make people laugh and to make people laugh and to help make other people's lives better. That's my thing, though. That's just me. Everybody else has a new thing, so it would be about how I could improve for the benefit of others sometimes. And I'm not one of those people that's like I don't thrive off of other people's attention or need to be the guy that constantly makes other people happy so that he's happy. I'm not that kind of guy. I'm not that way. But if somebody calls me up in the middle of the night and says, "Hey, can you come help me do this?" I'm there. Somebody shoots me a text or somebody shoots me a DM, says, "Man, can I just get something off of my chest?" Which, by the way, does happen pretty regularly. I answer. Now, I'm blessed to have had a pretty good life. I've got a great family. All kinds of stuff. I've been blessed in life. So let's see. Oh, here's a good question. What are your future plans for your channel? To be awesome. All right. Before I answer, Miss Ruthie, Papa Jim, love you, brother. Miss you. It's my father-in-law, by the way. He's always nice enough to come in here. Absolutely will kiss my girls for me, for sure. So my future plans for my channel. This is, I've actually been thinking about this for a couple months. Right now, I'm just kind of riding the wave of trying to make conversation and hang out and talk about what everybody else talks about in their things. But whenever it comes to what I want to do for myself, I'm not quite sure yet. I would like to be able to go out and do like videos out and away from my house. A couple channels I like to follow are like Mr. Beast. I don't know if you guys have ever seen Mr. Beast. Love watching Mr. Beast. I love things like there's How Ridiculous is a really cool channel that I like to follow. A few of those channels that like to go out and just kind of do whatever they want and just kind of have fun with it. I would love to break a world record. As a matter of fact, that is on one of my things to do, and I think probably I've had the thought too. I've had the thought too of like, what if you actually had something pop into your brain and you followed through with it? Everybody has like 1,000 great ideas all the time. What if you actually followed through with one of your cool ideas? You're like, you know what? I just had this cool idea for a story. I think I'm going to try to write this story. Or you're like, man, I just thought the other day, what if I took like an hour, took like $100 and just went and gave a $20 bill to just some random people and said, here, bless you. What if you actually just followed through on some of that stuff? I thought about making my channel about that. My first thoughts. Let's see. Ooh, hold on. Will you do a Taco Bell eating contest with everyone in the Fandom Menace? I'm not going to lie. That day, the next day was so bad. That was a tough competition. We ate a lot. Like $25 Taco Bell is a lot of food. And I know I'm not trying to use this as an excuse because Ryan did beat me. He did beat me fair and square. But earlier that night, I forgot I had an eating contest. And at 6:45, we had the thing at 10. At 6:45, I ate some spaghetti and meatballs with my family. Totally forgot about it. I think I could beat Jeremy. I do think I could beat Jeremy, but it's probably I would like to officiate an eating contest. I think it would be cool to do live streams where Nerdette, what's up, my lady? I think it would be cool to actually officiate it. So Ryan won. Say, okay, who's the challenger for Ryan? Come on my stream, watch them duke it out. And whoever steals the trophy next, they receive another challenger, and so on and so forth. I think that would be cool. I had the longest birthmark in California. Wow, really? Last time I remember it was locked in something. Huh. Well, that's interesting. Can you beat Jay at Taco Bell? Ooh. That's a good question. We've come close to eating a pretty decent amount of Taco Bell, and we've come pretty even in those. I want to ask Chris Ball the exact day Skynet and Matrix overlords will take over the planet. That's a good one. There's on Nerdette. I do a competition. See, it's not about the competition. It's about having fun. What did I take from the competition? Besides the fact that I felt like absolute crap the next day. I mean, it was serious. But I broke my chair. How awesome was that I broke my chair while I'm in the middle of trying to get fat? It was just like, and I don't know why I'm not more fat than I am. I mean, I am a little chunky. Okay, I know I say that I'm fat all the time. This is my belly right here. See? It shakes. It shakes like that. There's a little belly there. I'm not like morbidly obese or anything like that. But I'm surprised I'm not more fat than I actually am. I feel like my life is, I've got like, you ever seen Men in Black where that dude is, where that little alien's inside that dude's head? I feel like there's some really morbidly obese fat guy in there working my body, like no shirt. All he does is just eat Cheetos and Hot Pockets, and he wheezes all over the place when he breathes because he's so fat and everything. Literally crap. That's awesome. Yeah, see, dad bod. Come on. I am a little bit fat. I didn't say I'm like totally fat, okay? But I can jiggle. I'm telling you, I've got this move. Where I can actually slap one side of my belly and ride the wave all the way around to the other side. That's called around the world. That's a drunk trick. And I can actually, if I'm sitting back like this, I'm just chilling, I can set like a bowl of cereal right here and just eat it. I can sip with, if I've got a straw, I can sip a drink out of it and sit it right there on the belly. See how, look, see, boom, almost perfectly flat. That's what I'm telling you. So I'm not saying that I'm like totally fat, but it's impressive. You don't know that there's abs under there. I actually read that if you've got like 6 inches of fat, you can stop a bullet. So in reality, I'm bulletproof. Also, random facts about fat people: they are harder to kidnap. Okay, so if you've got this like weird thing about not wanting to get kidnapped, get fat. They won't kidnap you. I'm just saying. That's right. There is nothing wrong with being fat. Just saying. That's called pregnant looking fat. You're right. See, I'll show you the food, baby. This is the man. I hate my computer. I think I'm getting a new one for Christmas. I think. Just saying. Okay, so this is where is it? Okay, there it is. All right, so here it is. You ready? Watch this. It looks kind of healthy. There it is. Oh, look at that. He's gonna. Look at old Jesse going right there, man. He's gonna be a soccer player. See, isn't that? Who's gonna give me some eternity pants? Can Can anybody send me some eternity pants if I just do this right here? Oh, my word. This is my actual belly, guys. My actual belly. Oh, my word. Oh, and look at him. Look at him go. This is see, this is what I do. I'm a freaking retard, man. I can't help it. But my little food baby, that's him right down there, man. Or her. I don't know. I haven't gone to oh, here we go. Rank favorite foods: pizza, fried chicken, and burgers. Okay. I'm going actually in that order: pizza, fried chicken, burgers. My favorite 3 foods: pizza, hot dogs, buffalo wings. And not in that order, by the way. Okay. I like buffalo wings, hot dogs, and pizza. Okay. Boom. Right there in that order. All day long. The thing that gets me, I've got a problem with soda. I cannot stop drinking sodas. I love sodas. Absolutely love sodas. And I've been known to drink a 12-pack of soda in one day. And I'm not ashamed about it because it was awesome. I felt really bad and I peed a whole lot. And I do like tacos. I really enjoy a good homemade taco, as a matter of fact. And this is another thing about me. See how ADHD I'm going just back and forth between 1.5 billion different subjects here. Always end up going back to food. Bison burgers, I've had those. Boneless wings. I'd rather actually have the actual wing itself, the bone-in wing, because boneless wings, they just toss it in the stuff. But there's something about having a good bone-in wing. That's what she said. All right, here we go. What's your favorite soda brand? It was a soda brand I was drinking at the very beginning of the stream called Cheerwine. Cheerwine is a cherry drink from North Carolina that is the best of all soft drinks, okay? It is cherry Coke without the cola flavor and Dr. Pepper without the spice. You put those two together, oh, it is life. I'm just saying. I have tried RC Cola. I have drank RC Cola while eating a moon pie. That is the South in a nutshell right there. Look at you, Rev Kev, my man. He is sending me pictures on Twitter of like 2 liters of maple syrup. That is, oh, bless. Oh, what is this? Pizza chili dogs and not. Oh. Ruthie, I'm not talking because I'm trying to process what I'm seeing here. And I just, pizza chili dogs with nacho cheese and baby back ribs with sweet honey. Hello. But pizza chili dogs. Oh, blessings. Here's a regular fact. I've never had White Castle. We don't have White Castle down here in Florida. Cactus Cooler. Actually, I've never had a Cactus Cooler. I don't know. See, I usually it is messy. I used to go boneless because I was tired of it being messy, but I like wet naps. I like using wet naps, and there's just something about throwing caution to the wind whenever you're eating that stuff. Anyways, yeah, I've never had White Castle burgers. I've never had In-N-Out burgers. Those are a couple things that I've never really gone for. Now, I do love some corn dogs. Hey, hold on just a second. I got a phone call. It's my wife. I'm going to put you on mute. Stay. Sorry, family stuff. I've got family that's down here from Connecticut, but I got off early, wasn't expecting to. And so they went to go see a movie, and I came home, and that's why I'm here. I've never had Whataburger. Nope. I've had no In-N-Out burger. Okay. Have no idea what it tastes like. I wish I've heard lots of stuff about In-N-Out burgers. I know that they're bad. I can't stop. I've tried. I mean, I've gone like months and months without having them. You know, am I coming to Star Wars Celebration next year? As much as I would love to, Ruthie, I can't. Because my work only gives me a certain amount of time off, and I can't afford it. That's a lot of money to go out there. I would love to go to Star Wars Celebration one year, but I'm already going to be going to El Salvador again in May, and I have a family vacation this year at the beach. That's going to be in July. So I do have to schedule my time quite carefully. And this year, I'm going to have to. I'm going to be there, but I am going to be thinking about everybody that does go and missing everybody. Oh, guys, stay right there. Stay right there. Don't go anywhere. Let me see if I can find it. Where is it? I have this thing. There it is. Got it. So I live in Central Florida, and we're up and comers. Hold on, I got to address this. I'm gonna go Popeyes, and I'm a huge Chick-fil-A guy. I love Popeyes. So, anyways, I live close to a city called Lakeland, Florida. Lakeland, Florida, maybe about 100,000 people. Right here in the middle of Polk County. Polk County is a huge county. So, but we're kind of up and coming around here. This is we're like the West Virginia of Florida here, except for a couple cities. And so Lakeland, Florida is going to be actually having a Comic-Con on January 18th and 19th. That's 3 days before my birthday, 3 or 4 days before my birthday. My birthday, January 22nd. I'll be 36. Woo! So get me something nice. But anyways, I went into a candy store yesterday, and I got this little thing that they're passing out. It is a little flyer for this Comic-Con, and look who is gonna be there. Jason David Frank. What do you know? Single tickets are $15 to go. And I didn't see anywhere on this website where it costs extra money to meet the people, because they've only got like 5 or 6 people. It's something. So I got what? So you leave in America's penis. That sounds incredibly. That's right. Tommy Oliver. And I'm going to actually contact somebody to see if I can go as press, because, I do happen to be associated with Geeks and Gamers. Who knows? Maybe I can. Hey, Jeremy, you think you'd approve me to go as a press guy? Maybe he'll say yes. Risky move. Everybody knows this. But show up in a Geeks and Gamers shirt, get a picture with Tommy Oliver with my Geeks and Gamers. Guys, let's make this happen. That's what I'm saying. I'm telling you right here, he's going to be about a 30-minute drive from me. A 30-minute drive. Tommy Oliver, man. I'm telling you. My boy. So I'm going to try to make this happen. I'm going to try to see if I can pull some strings. There we go. And here's some other people that are going to be there too. That guy from The Walking Dead, I don't know who that is. And apparently Nerd Street Wrestling is going to be there. I don't know what Nerd Street Wrestling is, but that's the back, featuring Cooper Andrews. I gotta find out who Cooper Andrews is. I haven't watched The Walking Dead in like 4 years, so I don't know if he's a big guy or if he's not a big time player. See, yes, I have heard he's a major cool dude too. He does a lot of really cool things. A lot of really cool things outside of his karate, outside of his Comic-Cons. He's an actual really, really good guy. Per Andrews. And as a matter of fact, he let's see, who was Cooper Andrews? Who was Jerry? Which guy was Jerry in The Walking Dead? I don't know, but apparently he was in The Walking Dead. He was in Shazam as Victor Vasquez. Oh, I saw they're going to make another Shazam too. I actually like Shazam. I thought it was fun. Can't help it. Anyways, that's what I got going on. So I'm looking for. Oh, by the way, he did find a. He did invent the MMA brand called Jesus Never Tapped. I thought that was very cool. Like I said, I don't get into religion very much or whatever. I could spend my whole life around it and stuff, but I don't. Always open to it, but I don't. But I thought that was a very, very cool. I thought that was a very cool brand and very, very bold, very, very bold. So, anyways, I just needed to fill up some time. Just want to get on. I haven't been on a stream in like 3 weeks. Like I said, going through a lot over here, and trying to reevaluate a few things on my end as far as my Twitter life goes, as far as my YouTube life goes, and maybe making some changes at some point. Changes in the way that I deal with some people. I mean, all kinds of stuff. Won't get into it too much, but just want to come on and spend some time with my really good friends. So, anyways, I am out of here. You guys were. I hope you guys enjoyed the first few chapters of Real Ultimate Power. The guys that were still here for that, and then some of the bull crap that was following right after. Y'all have a good one. I'll see you around the bend. Hit me up on the twits. Peace out. Awkward silence.